works. First of all, I would like to express my condolences to Mrs. Kyriakidis and about the matter of the fact. Now we've heard a very good example by Mr. Jagland about good governance and bad governance, two famous frescoes in Siena. But these are the modern names of these frescoes. The names which they were known in Renaissance times were the peace and the war. I think this is a very good answer to what we are now discussing. Who brought the war to Europe? Russian Federation started the war inside of Europe. Georgia, Moldova, Ukraine now. Who, for the first time in the history of the Council of Europe, annexed the territory of the other member country of the Council of Europe? It was Mr. Putin who annexed Crimea for the first time in the history of the Council of Europe. What was done by our assembly in response to this? Just minimum. We put sanctions on Russian Federation. We hadn't kicked off them. We hadn't stopped the Russian Federation participants in the assembly. Just the sanctions and resolutions about what should be done. What is done during the 4 years? Nothing is done. Absolutely nothing is done. And now we see that there are attempts to take back Russian Federation with the very good slogans of, you see, all the countries should take part. Yes? And this is the question not to us, but it's a question to Russian Federation. They can be here. Welcome back. But first, implement the resolutions of the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. That's why I propose not to adopt and not to support paragraph 4.3 in the progress report. Because in the ad hoc committee decision of Bureau, I don't see the main thing. There are many things what should be discussed in there, but there is no question about that should be discussed the implementation of the resolutions of the Parliamentary Assembly with the Russian delegation. Moreover, we Bureau invited, Mrs. Kyriakidis invited 2 members of Russian Parliament, and one of them is Mr. Kosachev, who voted for annexation of Crimea. So this is an international crime. And now we invited this person and want to discuss with him what? In the whole 140 million Russia, they couldn't find a person who didn't vote for annexation of Crimea. No, it is done. It's a provocation by Russian Federation because they want to show that they want to speed on our sanctions. That's the reality. And we should react on this. And we should not say, now we should take back them. No. They first need to implement the decisions of the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. Thank you.
Thank you.